Whether you're a fan of realistic driving simulations or if mascot tart antics are more your style, the PlayStation 4 has a racing game for you. A multi-story car parts worth of vehicular entertainment has been released onto Sony's current generation hardware in the 6 years since its initial release. So many, in fact, that it then proved difficult to pit a gleaming supercar from a pile of rusty banders. Luckily for you, I'm here to provide you with our definitive list of the top 10 best racing games you can play on the PlayStation 4 right now. So pull on your driving gloves, check your rear view mirrors and get ready to find out which games speed off ahead of the competition. I don't know what I'm doing with my arms there. Before we get started, if you could give that like button a cheeky little squeeze, it'd be appreciated. It really helps us out. In at number 10, we have Team Sonic Racing. The most recent entry in the Blue Blur's consistently great series of driving games offers a unique take on the kart racing genre with its emphasis on teamwork over solo play. The collaborative aspects work much better than you'd expect, with players able to share items, provide slipstreams that offer much needed boosts, and collectively build up a power gauge in order to execute a team ultimate. If you're not keen on the idea of playing cooperatively, don't worry. You can play Team Sonic Racing as a standard kart racer too. It may not be the most fleshed out racing game on PS4, but the on-track action is undeniably a lot of fun. That's just a shame that this time around you can't play as Ryo from Shenmue, because that was actually something you could do in its predecessor, and it was the best. The 10th title in the Tota series and the 4th in the Grid sub-series Grid 20... Hold on, let me start this again. This naming system is insane. In at number 9, we have Grid 2019, the recently released soft reboot of Codemasters' casual racing sim. After 2 fairly disappointing sequels, Grid recaptures some of the magic of the 2008 original by offering a tight and precise handling model that strikes the perfect balance between arcade and simulation. The game's career mode offers a number of different disciplines, all of which can be tackled in any way you see fit. Similarly, free play and online modes allow you to get behind the wheel of your preferred vehicle as quickly as possible. Alongside returning features such as AI teammates, a brand new Nemesis system sees AI drivers holding grudges if you keep bumping into them on the track. Scratch up their supercars one too many times, and the AI will find the perfect opportunity to exact revenge, smacking into you as you attempt to take a corner and causing you to spin off into a wall. It's not a groundbreaking addition, but it really helps sell the illusion that your AI competitors are real racing drivers. Also, it's just really funny. It may be a little light on content at the time of recording, with only a slim selection of courses and a career mode that rins fairly hollow, but Grid still offers a hugely enjoyable arcade racing sim that's well worth your time. Not content with just remastering the iconic PlayStation 1 Crash Bandicoot trilogy in 2017, Activision alongside developer Beanots breathed new life into everyone's favourite tangerine marsupial with the release of Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled earlier this year, a slick remake of the 1999 original PS1 kart racing hit. Fun, frantic and unashamedly silly, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is a hugely enjoyable arcade kart racing game that offers a large amount of things to do, from its extensive adventure mode complete with boss battles and other challenges to its local and online multiplayer suite. Not only that, but Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled comes bundled with tracks and characters from the PS2 sequel Crash Nitro Kart as well, alongside a number of monthly free Grand Prix that have offered up additional courses and characters post-launch, including a crossover with everyone's favourite violet quadruped, Spyro the Dragon, my beautiful son. As accessible as it may be, CTR Nitro Fueled is surprisingly challenging too, offering a degree of difficulty to anyone looking for a light-hearted racing game with an extra bit of bite. Yeah, there may be a few questionable choices regarding in-game currencies, and sometimes it can be a touch too tough, but Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is undeniably the best classic kart racing game on the system, and one of the nicest looking remasters to boot. Dirt. Is this even funny? Up next we have Dirt 4, the follow-up to 2016's critically acclaimed Dirt Rally. Aiming to appeal to a wider audience, Dirt 4 lost a touch of the laser-focused precision that made its predecessor so special, but still manages to deliver a healthy dose of exquisite rally driving gameplay. A more forgiving gamer mode makes this a good entry point for those new to the series, and the addition of new disciplines that widen the scope beyond pure rally driving, such as the Rallycross and Land Rush events, are a treat. Still, even with all of the additional content included within Dirt 4, the classic A to B rally events are still the stars of the show, cracking game for those who prefer their racing games to take place on mud as well as tarmac. In at number 6 we have F1 2019. This year's entry into Codemasters' long-running Formula 1 series is easily the best yet. An in-depth career mode sees your customizable player compete in both Formula 1 and the newly added Formula 2 championships, racing rivals in an attempt to come out on top. Little improvements throughout the game help negate any of the issues held with previous entries, and an enjoyable online mode is perfect for any would-be Lewis Hamiltons looking to take their place at the top of the winner's podium. If you're after this particular brand of close to the ground vehicular action, you can't go wrong with F1 2019. Criterion's trip to Paradise City was already one of the best racing games on the PlayStation 3, so it should come as no surprise that 2019's souped-up remaster is just as good as the original. Burnout Paradise reinvented the franchise by pairing the series' high-octane, destruction-focused driving with a sun-soaked open-world setting. Players are free to speed their way around the racing utopia known as Paradise City, choosing to complete the game's huge collection of races and other challenges at their own pace, combined with a raft of innovative online features, one of gaming's best soundtracks. Guns N' Roses excluded. Don't at me. Please, I'm very sensitive. And an obscene amount of collectibles to jump over or smash directly into, Burnout Paradise remains one of the best racing experiences on PlayStation a decade after its original release. A decade? 10 years? Where did that go? The remaster comes included with all of the original game's DLC, including the criminally overlooked couch multiplayer add-on, the Burnout Party Pack. With support for up to 8 people, players take it in turns to complete a number of timed challenges split up into 3 categories: speed, stunt, and still. If you're looking for a completely unique local multiplayer racing game that can be played with only one controller, give Burnout Paradise a try. It very quickly became our go-to game to play whenever we had friends over for parties at university. Take that from me, I was clearly really popular at university. Please move on. You know what? Cars are stupid. They're forced to abide to the laws of gravity like big metal idiots, glumly trundling along the tarmac with their ridiculous big rubber shoes. Far cooler are the beautiful metal crafts you pilot in the Wipeout Amiga collection, slickly designed anti-gravity vehicles that care little for your old-fashioned concept of being attached to the ground. One of PlayStation's oldest and most beloved franchises made its way to the PS4 in 2017 as a remastered collection of Wipeout HD and its Fury expansion pack, originally released on the PS3 in 2008, and Wipeout 2048, released on the PS Vita in 2012. Stuffed to the brim with things to do, Wipeout offers both an extensive selection of single-player events and a hugely enjoyable multiplayer suite for both offline and online play. Not only that, but the game can also be played in VR, making it an essential purchase for any PS4 racing fans who also own a headset. If, of course, you can stomach it. I can't. I get motion sick from seesaws. Not a joke. It's fast, it's fluid, and the overall package is as polished as the windscreen on a Pfizer racing craft. Lovely stuff. Project Cars 2 may not be as refined a package as some of the other entries on this list, but don't let that distract you from what may be one of the PS4's most content-diverse racing games. Not content with sticking to a single discipline, developers Slightly Mad approached the development of this sequel with an attitude that can only be described as being slightly, mad? I'm not proud of that at all. That was the easiest joke I could have made and I chose to make it? Really? That's as good as I can be? Alright. Every mode within the game's extensive campaign is unlocked straight away, allowing you to pick and choose disciplines at your leisure. Fancy some Formula 1? IndyCar? Rallycross? Go-karting? The choice is literally up to you. No matter what you choose, you'll be treated to a relisted simulation complete with accurate handling. The game's malleable nature doesn't just stop there, either. All races are fully customizable, allowing players to tweak and tune everything from the weather to the heads-up display as they see fit. The introduction of Live Track 3.0 adds an additional dynamic layer to races too, such as simulating water pooling realistically on a track during rainfall. With over 189 cars and 140 track layouts within 60 locations, a wealth of customization options and a dynamic weather system, you'd be hard-pressed to find a racing game on PS4 that encourages experimentation as much as Project Cars 2. I can't wait to think of a funny joke for the title of the next game on our list. Oh, come on. Seemingly not content with having 3 games within our top 10 list already, Codemasters have greedily taken up another slot with their superb hardcore racing sim, Dirt Rally 2.0. Building upon the strong foundations of the original game, Dirt Rally 2.0 is an unforgiving but hugely gratifying racing experience that allows players to pilot their chosen vehicles using tight, precise controls through a large number of treacherous courses. No other game on the system replicates the white-knuckle action of careening along twisting dirt roads a hair's breadth the way from catastrophe as wonderfully as Dirt Rally 2.0. The inclusion of Rallycross adds additional variety to the myths, and a few small refinements to the original's already stellar gameplay makes this an essential purchase for any PS4 racing fans looking for a muddy challenge. In at number 1, we have Gran Turismo Sport. The latest entry in Sony's flagship racing franchise is easily the best on the console. Following a rocky launch in 2017, developer Polyphony Digital have rectified initial concerns about content with regular free updates that have added multiple highly requested features, including 141 new cars, 29 new tracks, weather effects, and a more traditional single-player mode. But even the base game featured an outstanding handling model that made flinging a car around a racetrack a sublime experience that simply can't be beat. Despite launching 2 years ago, impressive quality of life features such as matchmaking and a smart penalty system made Gran Turismo Sport's multiplayer mode surprisingly accessible for both new and experienced players. Combine all this with visuals that, on PS4 Pro especially, look leagues ahead of the competition at times, and you have yourself a racing game that rightfully deserves the top spot on this list. It's just a shame that the VR mode isn't great. Unless, of course, your idea of the perfect VR racing game is to be given the ability to climb into a car so obsessively detailed that you can lean right into the passenger side seat in order to smell the upholstery. In which case, this is perfect for you. It's 10 out of 10. So there we have it, our list of the top 10 best racing games the PlayStation 4 has to offer. Did you agree with the list? Disagree with the list? Did we miss out your favourite PlayStation racing game? If so, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Otherwise, give this video a like in order to help us grow, and make sure to subscribe to Push Square to keep up to date with everything PlayStation. Thanks for watching.